I'm Cliff Curtis, also known as Stabby Organs, Canadian hip-hop artist, cook, food enthusiast, and travel aficionado. Join the ride as I eat, drink, and assimilate in hopes to unearth novelty found around the globe. Perhaps I'll even stop to talk food, rhymes, and life with a few local artists along the way.
Put my bags in the truck, birds at the call, tin of sardines on the living room floor. Can't breathe, my canteen's lost. Haven't seen water in the last 3 stops. Turn campaign fighter for scatterbrain fox. Latter-day Saint running with an out-of-date cause. Meditate to eradicate flaws, making barricade jump when the saddlebags on. I'm gone. My love ain't so, your heart ain't gold. Yeah, that's for sure. You make me wanna go. I can't stay home. No, I can't stay home. I was born on the road.
Once upon a time, I found myself on a fool's errand at the hands of Google Maps in search of a motorbike shop with aspirations of driving 1,200 kilometers across Western Sumatra without a license. Melting in the tropical heat, I was picked up by a friendly stranger and through the use of Google Translate was able to convey my needs. So I hopped in a sidecar and he brought me to a trusted friend's bike dealership post-haste. So I'm here in Banda Aceh still, and I'm looking to buy a motorbike and ride all the way down to Padang if possible, and if it doesn't break down on me and there's no big troubles. So I found one that I want to buy, and now I'm just waiting for the paperwork, and I'm gonna jump on that thing and drive out of here, get some big face shields so I'm not targeted by police and whatnot, and yeah, I'm gonna go on a real crazy adventure here. So you've got a trustworthy bike for me then? Yeah. It's gonna last me till Padang.
Yeah.
Okay. Or sorry, is it Padang or
Padang.
Padang?
Not north. West Sumatra.
Yeah.
West Sumatra.
I should really know the names of the places I'm traveling.
We'll find a lot of beautiful places.
That's what I'm looking for.
From West Coast.
I'm looking for adventure and beauty.
That's what you are going to find from the West Coast.
Okay, cool.
Nature,
Yeah.
untouched nature.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm good to go now, huh?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Okay, my name is Risky. Please subscribe to Cliff's YouTube channel.
Hey.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
What is the name?
Food, rhymes, and life.
Food, Rhymes and Life.
Hey, perfect.
Please subscribe it. You're gonna get a lot of information about traveling, foods, and everything around the world.
All right, thank you. In 19th century Japan, it is said that they would hold opulent feasts before marching off to war. This, friends, would be my great feast of Taira. I've got a fried rice with, see, I can't read anything because none of it's in English. So I got a fried rice with either beef or lamb here, I'm not sure. I'll find out. I've got a squid dish with a pandan sauce. So it's like a fried crispy squid. And then I've got a Szechuanese style hot pot, which turns out is done with tofu. So, let's see what kind of meat this is, see if I can even tell. Oh, and underneath, it looks like they fried an egg. That's a nice surprise. I think it's beef, but I'm not 100% sure. However, very tasty, curry type of sauce. I've got my trusty mango juice here if everything goes wrong with the spicy Szechuan. Really good. The crispy squid is good. It's a chili type of sauce. Nothing crazy, nothing special. And the squid is somewhat crispy, not too rubbery. We'll try the hot pot now. I'm a sucker. Whenever I see Szechuan, I tend to go for it. Oh, we got some chili peppers, some tofu, and some red sauce. It's not super heavy on like the Szechuan peppercorns, but it's pleasing, it's homey, it's tasty, it's spicy. Nice. All right, we're just packing up here. getting ready to hit the road. The plan is to ride from Banda Aceh to Padang, which is about 27 hours by bike. We're gonna do it over 3 weeks if nothing goes wrong. And you can see I've got the full gear on here, mostly either to keep the sun off of me and also just to try to be less of a target for police or anything like that might just see a foreigner and decide to pull them over for whatever reason, especially because I'm driving without an official Malaysian motorbike license. We're gonna stop in Longka Beach, I think, for the night, which is only 30 minutes out of town. Just a nice little beach stop on the way out. Resting, driving another hour or two the next day, and we're gonna try to go all the way down to Padang.
After taking in an abnormally stunning sunset in Lok Nga, a hidden gem of the surfing community, and interacting with the last foreigners I would see for the entirety of my 3-week journey, I set off into the unknown through the mountains en route to the small village of Chalang.
Alright, we've been on the road a couple hours now. I'm driving all the way to Chalang, which is like a 3-hour drive. It's 150 kilometers or something like that. So we've been going up through the twisty mountains, also some coastline. I'll probably stop to swim part way through. But yeah, this is gonna be a rugged go. So far the bike's holding up okay. It's hot, so I've stopped for a nice coconut. You saw I put a little bit of lime juice in there. It's nice. Refreshing. I was gonna buy a fruit tea, and I looked at the bottles and they really looked like they'd been sitting there for a while. Then I saw these coconuts, so I was like, oh, definitely go coconut. Coconut all day. A lot of pristine coastline here, beautiful beaches, beautiful mountains. Yeah, we're really out there now.
And onward to Chalang.
So I thought I'd give you a quick sneak peek into the luxury lifestyle of the rich and famous here. So we are in Chalang, which is way off the beaten path. And you really don't have any expectation of any type of luxury here. All you can hope for is somewhere to lay your head down. I've been lucky enough to get some air conditioning, a somewhat comfortable bed, comfortable until I sat on the side of it and busted the bed frame because I'm too heavy, much more so than your average Indonesian. First time I've broken the bed by sitting. Little dresser and the lavatory, the bathroom. I showered with a bucket this morning. So you just self-explanatory. Fill her up, and I shower like that. So that's the running water, and that's also the how you flush the toilet. Yeah, it's like 20 bucks a night, but they've been hooking me up with a nice breakfast in the morning, and I think it would be cheaper, except we've got this amazing view up here. It's absolutely spectacular, so that's why I decided to stay here. I'm not going to do a big food review this morning. It's too early, but I just wanted to give you guys a look at the fantastic hospitality, the little spread, and I actually got after sunrise this morning and it was lovely.
If tranquility had a face, it might just be depicted as dusk in this small beach town of northern Sumatra. I feel like the vibe of a people, if not directly attributed to, is at the very least indicative of their environment. It's no wonder the people here were so chill.
Dua. Bravo.
Terima kasih. I don't understand. Canada.
Welcome to Indonesia.
After a relaxing ocean swim,
and a quick survey of my surroundings on the bike, my mind was inevitably once again drawn back to my true love, food. Seafood to be particular. So I popped into this lovely little cafe here. And I've ordered some seafood down here by the sea. And so far the Americano is lovely, and so is the honeydew melon juice. So far I've really been enjoying this adventure. The people have been so friendly everywhere I go. Food's been pretty good, simple. I'm expecting more of the same. Same with the accommodation, but the views have been absolutely spectacular everywhere. And really liberating being on the road just with the bike. This is probably the most out there I've ever been. You know, southeastern Turkey also, I guess parts of Peru and South America, but this is really, this is probably the most. We're really out there now. I have no memory retention for any of these names because it's all completely foreign to me, all written in Indonesian, but we've ordered some type of I believe a sambal squid here. It's got a brown sauce with some sesame seeds and some peppers. And it's a breaded squid, nicely crunchy, a little bit spicy. They've got a bunch of black pepper on here, which is beautiful. I love black pepper. Just a hint of bite to it. This is excellent. All these separate dishes are like $2, by the way. It's insane. And you couldn't have any fresher seafood down here by the ocean. I always make it a point to order seafood when I'm down on the ocean like this. Best place to get it. Next, we've got a broccoli dish in some kind of a watery liquid with, that's probably just run off from the steamed broccoli. Got purple onions and chili peppers. Nice, spicy, fresh, steamed broccoli, really simple. And then we've got the seafood fried rice with these lovely little prawn crackers. Fluffy, tasty. And a fried egg, so, you know, generally fried rice is what it is, but there are varying degrees when it comes to fried rice. So where does this one fit on the scale? Oh, it's up there. It's a bit more of a brown color, so you know they've done something. I think like a little bit sweet in here, almost coconutty, but I don't think it is. Herbs of miscellaneous unknown origin, and then some beautiful squid in here also. Onions, a little bit spicy, and a hunk of fried egg. They cooked the hell out of it. Nice, almost like Thai style. But you can tell the oil wasn't quite as hot because the bubbles haven't formed to such big bubbles. Then the sauce is like a standard chili sauce. So really good stuff here. Well, that was really, really good. I'm very grateful for that meal I just had. It was, when you're this far out, you don't expect high-level cooking. That was really good. That black pepper sauce was amazing. I got everything for about $8, and I mean, that's a beautiful squid dish, a big one, an amazing fried rice with seafood in it, a broccoli dish, a really good Americano, and a glass of fresh melon juice. That is insane value.
I'll take my whiskey on the rocks, like I like my waves when the sun sets, kinda unkept like my locks when the wind hits, imprinted on my mind, black pepper squid from the docks. Yes, hop on my Yamaha 125, some bloody drive to the next stop, take a break, coconut hits different like an 808, nature's Gatorade fit a chop.
Well, excuse the bad sound. I didn't bring my sound stuff with me. I just thought I'd check in because the horrible karaoke going on behind me reminded me of Uncle Tony. So just thought a little comedic factor might be good for a second. Little $2 lunch, coconut, some ramen with an egg. That's nice. I'm in, where am I? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. It's nice. So I'm here in a little town called Suso. I stopped for the night. And if I hadn't got you acquainted with my bike yet, This is it right here. So I'm riding with my backpack between my knees and then the little pink bag strap over my shoulder. So I was setting up to film here and I noticed all these bats up in the tree. People are looking at me like I'm crazy all through this journey, and I think maybe they're right. Who am I to judge? So I'm here, I was here in Suso for the night and I'm driving to a place called Tepak Tuan. I plan to stay there for 2 nights so I can get some laundry done and chill out for a bit. It looks like a beautiful spot on the ocean. I'm gonna try to stay in this little ocean hotel. Everyone's looking at me. Oh yeah, and I was chilling in my hotel yesterday after a long bike ride, and they introduced themselves as international police. They knocked on my door and asked to take a picture with me. They wanted it for their commander, and they asked me a few questions or whatever. So I mean, it's definitely one of these things where I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. This is very rural northwest Sumatra, which is so far off the beaten path. Like, I think the only way anyone would ever travel here is to do what I'm doing and like rent a bike, or you'd have to buy the bike. People are very curious as to what I'm up to here.
There comes a certain point on every overseas trip where you suddenly come to the realization that your mind is completely climatized to your surroundings and suddenly everything seems normal. I was starting to get the feeling that on this trip, it might take a little bit longer than usual.
Hello.
How do you do?
I do well. How do you do?
Can you speak English?
Yeah, I can speak English.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada. Right.
Yeah.
Are you photographer?
I do videos.
Oh,
Do you mind being on video? It's okay? Yeah? No, I do food and travel for YouTube. What's your name? I'm Cliff.
yes,
Jesso.
yes.
Jesso, okay. I want to talk to some local people, so
Yes,
you are from...
I am from South Aceh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you live here always?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very beautiful place. I like it very much. So you say not many tourists come here?
I think sometimes many. Sometimes many tourists to here.
Yeah. Oh, he's taking video now too. You like coffee?
Yeah, I like coffee.
Sugar or no sugar?
No.
My man. With the language barrier proving a bridge too far, I kept it brief, and after a quick photo shoot, I was back on the road.
All right, another travel update here. We are in the small beach town of Tepak Tuan. I've decided to stay here for a couple of nights now. I'm gonna give you another peek inside the hotel room. This one's like 30 bucks a night, which seems definitely expensive because it's pretty scummy. I'll show you. And the scummy part's really the bathroom. It's another bucket shower. I'll show you why I'm paying what I am. As you step out the door, and this is where I'm at. So I got woken up by the sound of the waves crashing this morning, which I absolutely love. I love to go to sleep with the sound and wake up with that sound. I just stepped in something. But it's magnificent here, it's beautiful. And it's not only the ocean here, we're actually sandwiched between like a beautiful jungle mountain landscape and the ocean. And now I saw an absolutely stunning beach on the way here, probably about 25 minutes out of town. I'm gonna go find that beach, I'm gonna go for a swim and get some lunch, I think. So I'll see you there. Well, my day basically got derailed yesterday. This is not the same beach that I was talking about. I'm in the complete opposite direction. So after I was filming a little bit yesterday, I jumped on the bike and my tire had separated from the rim. So I had to go and get that fixed. And there was a bunch of police around. So that kind of sketched me out a bit because I don't have a license to be driving on these roads, but they didn't seem too bothered. They asked me a few questions about where I was going next and what am I doing and blah, blah, blah. And I kept it rolling. They fixed my tire for about 50 cents, the equivalent of 50 cents Canadian, 5,000 rupiah. But then I went to go take money out of an ATM, and much to my surprise, they apparently do not have an ATM within 10 hours of here. You either have to go to Medan or back to Banda Aceh. They said it very flippantly too. They're like, oh, you just go to the airport. I'm like, oh, is there one nearby? No, Banda Aceh. Oh, 12 hours on the bike. Okay, yeah, that's where I'm coming from. So I spent all day in like banks and Western Union and blah, blah, blah. And I finally figured that I was able to send money to myself. So I sent myself a money phone. For those older in the audience, that's a block of money so thick that you can hold it up to your ear like a phone. It's a highly inflated currency here, so I got 11 million rupiah, which is a big block of cash. And that's the equivalent of $1,000 Canadian. So that's gonna sustain me for the rest of the trip until I get to Padang. It's going to be a couple weeks. But I believe that the next few days are going to be driving inland. So I thought, I saw this strip of beach and I thought, let's take one last dip in the ocean before we get back on the road. So I'm about an hour from Tapak Tuan. I've been driving, and yeah, we're going to hop in the ocean and then another 2 hours to the next city, of which name I cannot remember.
If you do not expect the unexpected, you will not find it, for it is not to be reached by search or by trail. With this in mind, I hopped back onto the Yamaha to further my foray into the unknown. With an open heart and an open mind, I believe all things are possible.
The rain's coming, so prepare for the floods. Right road in a chair with a judge. Something in the air, nothing can compare. Like the feeling impaired from the drugs. Ethereal mist, lost in it like you barely exist.
Well, I'm here in the next town. However, the key popped out of my bike while I was driving. So now I have no key, but my bike's still running.
Where's the key? It's gone.
Well, we've remedied the situation. They've given me a key. I think what they said is basically any key will work in here. Which in all honesty probably doesn't bode well for its resale value, but if I can get a couple $100 for it, cool.
After a solid night's rest, I moved on to the small fishing town of Perus.
Family?
Gadang.
No?
As I watched the sun gradually retreat back into its nightly hideout, I was invited by some strangers to join them for some wine. Alcohol consumption is illegal in Sumatra, so it was necessary to move to a more discreet location.
All right, I'm here with these guys I met at the beach, and we're waiting for some palm wine. Palm wine, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's the man with the plan right there. Showing me the process right now. This is a drink originally from Sumatra. Ah, he's got the jug. The good stuff. We're preparing the mixture, it looks like.
Palm wine, known by several different local names, is an alcoholic beverage created from the sap of various species of palm trees. The sap is extracted and collected by a tapper and begins fermenting immediately after collection, due to natural yeasts in the air.
Cheers! It's a strong wine. Not bad. It's a little bit bitter. Slight back end like fruit flavor, but it's like it's an interesting, like nothing I've had before. It's very bitter, and it's got a burn a little bit like a hard alcohol. So I think this is like I bet it's like 20% or 25%, something like that, bro. He's asking how it feels. I'm going to tell him it feels like a strong wine. They say it's around 25. They say that I'm correct, so it's warm. And a little bit like, yeah. Actually, there's a tiny bit of like a smoky thing going on too. But this, make no mistake, this is jungle swill. This stuff will put you on your ass quickly, with the quickness. He said don't drink too much or you get drunk. I concur. Especially because I got to take my scooter back in the dark. Fuck it, I haven't had a smoke in like a month. More than that, months. I want to try these ones. And once I've got a drink in me, I could go for it. Marco Polo.
Marco Polo, a smooth, satisfying inhalant tailored for only the most discerning aristocratic palate. Not for you uncultured swine at home watching.
Smooth. It's got a bit of that clovey kind of taste to it. That, like spiced cigarette. He just told me they had a presidential election. I asked him if the person that they wanted to win won or not. No, the guy they wanted didn't win. Such is life. We got some food here. Oh, some huevos.
Some huevos. Some huevos.
Yes. Oh, they're hot. Hot, hot. Oh, I did it too hard. I broke the egg. A lot of chickens running around here, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if these are just from here, like laid on the property. All right, we're going to try the yolk hard-boiled egg with this brown sauce. So this is a snack when they drink wine. Good. It's a salty, like a soy sauce type thing. Perfect drink snack. I see why they go after it. You can see they're watching some kind of a game, some type of a game show in the living room. You can see through the window out here. In fact, it is 100% the, I don't know what country it is, but it's an Asian version of Family Feud that they're watching. We got some rice and like a little trout or some little river fish or something. And this is sambal here. And we'll find out if it's spicy.
Ikan.
Ikan.
Fish aswaso. Ikan. Fish aswaso. Good.
Fish is ikan apparently. Nice fish. Like a nice little oily fish. Perfect with booze. Booze mop fish. The sambal is good. Good with the sambal.
Cut, kucing.
We got a cute little kitty here. Oh, where are you going?
Thank for the octane, thank for the dough with the thought that should have been anchored for the flow. I don't really know about pacing myself, thought Medicaid bills ain't great for your health.
Now this will be perhaps my most memorable experience in Indonesia. So it just shows you, take some chances once in a while, have faith in people, and you, when you're on the road, and you might have a good time.
Yeah, I'll come talk to you in a minute. Hey, wait down here. I gotta talk to you, bro. Ask no questions. I'll tell no lies. No lies. No lies. No lies.
So I'm out here in the town of Sibolga, and the further out I get on this quest, the more I start to feel like a bit of an alien. Like everywhere I go in this town, they're very surprised to see me. I think I'm starting to get kind of like, it'll sound cheesy, but the feeling of like what a celebrity feels, not in any kind of grandiose way, but just that everyone that sees you is surprised to see you, and they all have like some sort of a reaction. So you start to feel a lot of social pressure, but I'm here for 2 nights. I decided to stop here for 2 nights because I finally got a decent, comfortable hotel room with good Wi-Fi, so I can get some work done. I can get a little bit of video editing and whatnot done, and be comfortable while doing it. So I'm off to go find a little bit of lunch, and I'm gonna do some filming as well. Well, as if the social anxiety wasn't enough, enough eyeballs on me, now I've got a camera with me. But I'm thankful they brought me some utensils this time, so I don't have to look like an idiot trying to eat with my hands also, like the last restaurant I was in. So yeah, I've ordered some delicious stuff here. I've got a shrimp sambal and a chicken sambal, but they're both different types of sambal. One of them's an iho, and can't remember the name of the other kind, but this food looks fantastic. And the Americano is great. I'm finding out that Indonesia has fantastic coffee wherever you go. And that kind of rings a bell now. I feel like I've seen, you know, even in Canada, maybe packs of coffee that are advertised as grown in Indonesia, I believe. First, we'll try the shrimp sambal. So these are big ass pieces of big ass shrimps, breaded in what looks like, it's not a tempura, it's more of a classic beer batter style with what looks like to be quite a hot salsa. It's crispy batter, crunches right when you bite into it. The shrimp is bouncy, juicy, hot, and the sauce is definitely spicy. And I'm just eating the whole thing, the tail, everything. Let's try this chicken. It's got all sorts of chilies all over it. And purple onions, red and green chilies. Wow, that's a spicy sambal. Served with a little bit of noodles. Oh, and it's a battered chicken. It's not as crispy like the shrimp. Like, it's not the best batter I've seen, but the sambal itself is amazing. Served with rice, plain white rice, and what I think of these little fish crackers. Crunchy, good. Everything really nice.
Gracious hospitality coupled with an infectious enthusiasm and a genuine curiosity. Quite endearing, I must say. Solo travel almost mandates a certain level of introspection, serving as a vehicle moving towards a more empathetic version of self. Not rooted in some pretentious fake altruism, it seems an idle mind left solely to its own devices cannot help but ponder its own hypothetical view as potentially seen through the eyes of another.
So it's early morning here in Panjabangan, which is a small town, well, relatively small town, about 300 kilometers from Padang. So it's early morning here, and I thought I'd just take a stroll around, give you guys a look at early morning market. Yeah, I got a few more days left on the road, and then I'll make it to Padang and get to rest a little bit. I'm getting a little bit agoraphobic with everyone's always looking at me like I'm crazy when I'm walking around, especially with a camera, but it's all good. So as you can see, it's a lot of fresh herbs, vegetables, dried fish, fruits, all the things that you would expect, really. Nothing really ready-made for breakfast, but that's okay. I just wanted to walk around and have a look as I hit my head on that string there and everybody laughs at me. Laugh at the giant. What do you think? Fried chicken for breakfast? It's a little heavy for first thing in the morning, I would say. In reality, I've actually already eaten breakfast. They gave me a nice little thing at the hotel. I filmed it, but I forgot to turn my microphone on, so it's like some starchy bits and some chicken satay. Now, one interesting thing I've found in Western Sumatra or northwestern Sumatra, and I can't speak for the rest of the country because this is the only spot that I've been in, but this is the only place on planet Earth I've been to so far where that popular cola brand with the same initials as myself hasn't dug its greasy little claws in yet. Instead, they have this. Fresh cola, which I have yet to try. I would like to try. In fact, I'm gonna make it a mission to try. I will go try to find it somewhere. But on that note, another thing that I've noticed, definitely in the more rural villages around here, or basically anywhere I've seen around here, little kids don't have smartphones. They're all out like playing with sticks and stuff like that, like out in the outdoors. So it reminds me of when I was a kid a little bit. A little nostalgia there. All right, we're gonna have a quick second breakfast here just for document's sake. You can speak English?
No.
No?
I am speak English.
They're making something deep fried here. So what she's making fresh in there ends up being here. Bakwan? Okay, thank you. I don't understand. Huh? Yeah, it's okay. Terima kasih. So we've got these crunchy little things. I can't remember the name, but you were told on camera a second ago. It's very good. It's like, it reminds me of an onion bhaji, an Indian food, except on the inside, it's got carrots and cabbage, it seems to me. Here we've got a nasi kuti, I think that's what it was called, which is rice with what looks like an omelet, I think, with chili sauce. That's definitely an omelet. And that chili sauce is delicious. And we got a little bit of noodles, self-explanatory, and these little cakes that come with everything. I missed something. We've got, what are they? These little crunchy things. They've got the consistency of like a sesame snap. Looks like a little walnutty with the flavor. Crunchy, nice.
With some early 2000s hip-hop, the Non-Profits LP to be exact, blaring in one earbud, the other ear still accessible for any potential road hazards, I came across this tasty morsel on the side of the road, so I scooped them up to be cooked at a friendly roadside restaurant. It's jokes, people. Settle down.
Okay, I've stopped in the little town of Sitomba on the way to Durian Tinggi. Stopped here for lunch. A little restaurant here on the side of the road. And they've brought me a ridiculous looking lunch. I've found out recently, I think the way to go in Indonesia is these little buffet style places. You get an interesting mix of food, so I'm gonna try a few things here. So we got these little fish. I'm thinking a little river fish. Not bad. A little bit of spice, green beans. What's the flavor palette here? Not really a curry. Like a little bit herby and spicy with the definite taste of fish. We've got some eggplant as well and some green beans. Terima kasih. Wow, the food just keeps coming. Try this chicken here. That's delicious. It's spicy, a little lemongrassy, and a little bit smoky, believe it or not. We've got this kind of pork flossy looking granule type stuff here. A little salty, nice. We've got a sinister green soup here, which I've been told is fish of some sort. Wow. That is the most unique flavor I have found in Indonesia so far. So it's a little bit spicy, a little bit smoky, and a little bit sour. It's a completely new flavor to me. I've never tried anything like this before. And the color makes it fun, but it's absolutely delicious. What is this? It's deep fried and filled with noodles. Very nice also. And I've got this other soup here, a red soup. Oh, very good also. It's sour, spicy, and almost like a little coconutty. And we got this big piece of sausage in it as well. That's interesting, much softer than I expected. I don't know what this sausage is. It could even be tofu, I'm not sure. In like a casing, or either that or it's like ground innards or something like that. I'm not sure. Good though.
Next, I embarked on a surprisingly perilous journey through steep, narrow, and twisting roads with a breathtaking mountainscape as the backdrop en route to Lake Maninjau. What more can I say? Take in the view and enjoy the music. made it here to Lake Maninjau. I've rented a little bungalow down by the lake. I had an impromptu jaunt through the mountains today, the mountainous jungle. When I was checking out the route to get here, I just looked on Google Maps. I didn't check out the topography, so I only saw the route. I did not see that it was crazy. I was just I didn't even know if my scooter was gonna make it up some of the hills. It was the most kind of dirt track off the beaten path adventure that I've had thus far. So we are now only 3 hours away from Padang. I will commence my journey tomorrow, about a few days ahead of schedule. We'll try to sell the bike, and I'm going to check out a bunch of good food in Padang because apparently it's like the best in the country, or so I've heard, and spicy, which I like. And I'll just give you a little look around the grounds here. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's beautiful up here. Such a happy accident. I'll give you a look inside this cool little bungalow. It just finished raining too. It was dope. It was like a nice tropical rainstorm, lightning, the whole deal. Just for sunset, it's cleared up, so I'm chilling. This place is only like, I don't know, 15 bucks Canadian a night or something like that. Really a good bargain. Stoked. Okay, I'm here on the streets. Hey, what's up? I'm here on the streets of Padang right now, and it looks like it's about to rain, possibly. Hopefully I don't get rained out here. But I'm hungry, so we're on the hunt for some street food. Now, we're not too far around the corner from my hotel right now, and I saw a little street food area that we're progressing towards right now that had a little noodle shop that I want to check out. So we'll get the noodles at the end and grab a little bit of street food on the way up. Can I get a chicken satay? Yeah.
The Padang version of a satay is normally done with beef tongue. This version is a chicken satay with the main ingredient of the sauce being candlenut, finished over an open coal grill after a diligent scrub from the proprietor, then served as a takeaway parcel over banana leaf with a side of starch as a filler.
I love when they have these little street areas just dedicated to street food because it's one-stop shopping. You get your drinks, you get your snacks, you get everything all in one place. Okay, I see fried chicken. Okay, little old lady and some fried chicken. I don't understand. Australia?
Yeah.
No, Canada.
Canada.
Yeah. Ah. Terima kasih. It's 20? Yeah. We're about $4 with the tea, and we're gonna go grab some noodles because I saw this noodle shop that looked really nice. They're making everything in big vats, so I like that style of cooking. And I'm hoping we can just go sit down in the restaurant and eat all my stuff, including the noodles we're gonna get. A watery concoction to the mix here, and hit it with the flame. This looks like it's a chopped herb of some sort. I'm not sure exactly which herb. I'll find out when I taste it. I can't tell by looking at it. All right, so I'm tired of eating with my hands. I'm gonna eat this with a fork. It's been a few days since I ate with utensils, and the option's here on the table, so I'll take it. We'll try these noodles here. It says they're a spicy egg noodle, it looks like, served with some crispy rice crackers and some shredded lettuce. So let's give this a go. You know what? These are the perfect size noodle for me. I love that when they're this size, just a nice medium-sized egg noodle. Love it. Cooked perfectly, and there is a bit of zing on this. It's a bit spicy.
I still don't know what that green herb was. I can't pick it out. The flavor kind of melds together. They've served it with a little bit of chopped beef in here also, and there's a fried egg at the bottom that I just pulled out too. Gotta love that. The rice crackers are nice with it, add a bit of crunch, and then we've got some chopped carrots as well, and we'll mix the lettuce in there for a little greenery too. Excellent noodles, really happy. Next we got some crispy fried chicken, and I'll just give a little taste test on it. It's way better than KFC. It's not that that's saying much. It's not too oily for fried chicken. Nice chunky bits of dark chicken, and the breading is the best part. It's nice and crunchy, not soggy at all, and like a thick crunch too, which I like with a fried chicken. But she gave me the gringo sauce, unfortunately, or sorry, the boulé sauce, which is just this packaged chili. I forgot to ask for like the real chili sauce, but that's okay, because we're eating it with spicy noodles anyways. So we'll try this chicken satay Padang here, the local variant of the chicken satay. The satay sauce is like a thick gravy. It's a tangy, thick gravy. It's got some earthy tones in it in a good way. And then it's served with what looks like chopped potato, but it's definitely not chopped potato. This is some kind of just classic working man food. They've served it with just a miscellaneous starch. So this is just basically to fill you up. People don't have that much money. You get a satay and they get the starch with it, and it's like a whole meal. Not like me, the glutton here, eating 3 different things. All right, so I made it to Padang. 1,200 kilometers over, I think, about 18 days. And we're here unscathed. So I'm gonna try to sell the bike now. Gonna go to the Yamaha Central shop, try to sell it. I bought it for 7.9. I'm hoping maybe I can get 5 for it. I mean, you're not gonna get full value for it. I've been assured, especially with out of province plates. But if we can get a nice chunk of money back, then good. Help pay for my flight to India.
I managed to get about half back of what I originally paid for it. So with the net loss of a couple $100, ended up being about the same cost as the rental. Fair enough.
So I've come here for the fish curry. It's supposed to be the best in town, so probably the best in the country. It's a specialty of this place, and apparently they only use really local ingredients here. That's why I came. They have this very odd way of serving here. As you can see, they bring everything out to the table, which I'm not really a fan of, because I guess you pay for what you eat, but I have no idea what this is costing me. However, the food prices tend to be very reasonable here, so I'm not too worried about it, but either way, I don't know. It's an odd way of serving. I don't really like it, but the food looks fantastic. So the first thing I'm gonna try is this fish curry. I'm sorry, I tried to memorize the name. I forgot it now with the camera in front of me. But it's shallots, galangal. It's a coconut milk base, garlic, turmeric, and many other ingredients. So it should be pretty tasty. And they've got these really thick fish fillets that look quite nice. Oh, I guess I'm eating with my hands here also. I'm not sure how to get the actual curry sauce on here. I guess we'll scoop it with one of these chips. Make use of the tools that are available. Terima kasih. Yes. I've also ordered some random juice. I have no idea what it is. We're gonna try it. Oh my God. The internet was not hitting above this. This is really excellent. It's a meaty fish. Not too fishy tasting. Let's try a bit of the skin here also. It's meaty, dark, oily, really tasty curry sauce. Nice. Let's see what this juice is all about.
Oh wow, 100% cucumber juice. Was not expecting that. It's good. Let's try some other things here. Let's put some of this excellent chili sauce on top of it. See how it is spicy. Oh wow, that is lovely. Oh, I love the flavor of those chilies. It's spicy, but not too much. Really just comes through with a nice flavor. What should we do for vegetables? I guess we'll go with this one here. So it's green beans, bean sprouts, and what looks like okra. So let's just try this. Still don't know what the orange thing is. There's chilies also, so it's a little bit spicy. Okra is very bitter, but a nice mix. Lastly, we're gonna try out their rendang. And we'll do it with some of this spicy stuff on top because this is just lovely. What kind of meat is this? Oh, that's beef for sure. It's a beef rendang. Oh my God. The beef is fall apart. It's like a stringy stewed type of beef. And the lemongrass just really comes through on that rendang. Now, there's some dispute over rendang between the Malaysians and the Indonesians. I'm not going to get in the middle of their dispute. But this is one of the best ones that I've ever had, hands down. Well, that was without a doubt hands down the best food that I've had in Indonesia so far. If anybody talks shit about Indonesian food, I will have something to say after that. That was like so far on the experience, I'd been slightly underwhelmed, but I kind of expected that because we were out in these remote spots, you know. It's you don't expect to get like the craziest food. That has turned me around on Indonesian food a little bit. It was really, really excellent stuff.
Enter Pagi Sore. This Padang institution opened in 1989 as a family-owned and run restaurant famous for their fried chicken, as well as many other beautifully savory dishes spanning across their colorful menu. This humble joint is a go-to for locals, whether in-house or picking up a deftly assembled to-go parcel. These bold flavors will most definitely not disappoint.
All right, I'm at another one of these local little restaurants. This one doesn't put all the plates on the table at once, but a lot of similar dishes. So this one also came very highly recommended by the all-knowing Oracle. We got a few dishes. We've got a shrimp sambal spicy, a chicken curry, and a beef rendang. So we'll try the beef rendang. Different flavor. It's got a deep, almost like chocolatey, cinnamony kind of flavor to it. Really nice. And then the beef is tougher, but in like a good way. It's almost like halfway between like a jerky and a beef stew. Very unique, delicious. I love it. I catch myself reaching with the left hand sometimes. I look like an absolute barbarian. It's customary here to eat with the right hand. This is a very nice chicken curry. The flavors remind me a little bit of actually like an Indian style curry, but it's a little bit lighter and a little bit sweeter, I think. Lastly, we'll try the shrimp sambal. All right, we'll try it with, it comes with these little lima beanie type things. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that I saw eating Peranakan food with Callan in Kuala Lumpur. I almost didn't get this dish. I'm so glad I did. Tender shrimp, spicy, and those lima beans add such an interesting flavor. There's just a certain savory quality to this dish that is really amazing. I highly rate this restaurant as well. Really nice, delicious food.
I'm just gonna play you out here with a little original verse. I never been the one to take the easy route, disobedient until we move freely about. This ain't your average media out. Let put them doubts about your mouth, what we really about. Crossing foreign land like Anthony Bourdain, my sanity's warping. This cannot be your plan, route more spontaneity, up the ante and wander aimlessly. Tough to manage beyond the day it seems. Skate through the morning light like a songbird, wrong turn, get immortalized in a bronze urn. Got love for the contours, like them feminine curves, adrenaline surge. You better get ahead of the headset of the metaverse before the epicenters of everything merge together.